Yeah. He's got that strange disease where
I don't know what he's got.
full-grown man syndrome
I
or
don't
something.
comment on medical disorders.
The fucking sanest rapper who's going to be alive around is going to be Kanye West.
I can buy and sell guitars. I'm good at that.
Okay, so
Can scrutiny guitars.
I'm good at buying guitars.
Yeah.
I struggle to sell them.
Yeah, I used to sell them.
Vince McMahon, he's been...
Mate, he's the dude.
Alrighty. Yeah, boy. So last episode we were talking about cashiers and we started out with P. Diddy.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how we're randos, aren't we? We're random.
Yeah, we went from fucking child molesters and P. Diddy to fucking ended up with cashiers, bro.
Cashiers, pawnbroking.
It's only a natural transition though to go.
Yeah, we saw Steve-O with his bits and pieces.
Steve-O, what a mad cunt. Yeah,
some of his stuff.
Steve-O's
he's got ideas.
He's one of your long lost brothers that you just
reconnected
with.
He's not that old actually. He was born probably a couple of months ago.
Yeah, he's only new, but he's got that disease.
Came out like that.
Yeah, he's got that strange disease where
I don't know what he's got.
Full-grown man syndrome or something.
I don't comment on medical disorders.
No,
because I'm not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor either.
All right.
We got to get Dr. Dre.
He's a good doctor.
He's a good doctor, yeah.
We'll see. Maybe something will come out about that guy as well.
Oh, fuck, I hope not, bro.
No, I think there's stuff too... Yeah, it's been said.
I know.
No one can escape it.
No.
These guys, they've been...
how's this, out of all... After all this fucking finishes...
Yeah.
The fucking sanest rapper who's going to be alive around is going to be Kanye West.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck?
As long as he can articulate what he's trying to say...
Yeah, fuck, that's his biggest issue.
Then it's up to us to sort of discover and find out what he's saying. You know,
right, Kanye West said it the best. He said it the best. He's like, the world for years put him up on a pedestal, called him the king.
Yeah,
called him
he
everything.
told us to call him a king.
Yeah, but of course, but the world did it. The world did it, bro.
Yeah,
the world put him up there. Okay. That's the best rapper.
A lot of people, a lot of the youth
love him.
He's very influential.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, people then ridicule him. He say he got mental illness.
Why though?
Right? What way? He's got mental illness and all that shit, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then when he says something, they ridicule him for it.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that in the same breath they said he's got a mental illness, they take it at face value.
Yeah.
And then they criticize him that he's now obsessed with the fact that he's the king, and that's why he's got the mental health issue.
But people, that's the media, they turn things on people.
Exactly,
Like it's manipulation.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah.
That's why, it's fucking awesome. Everything on Yeezy's store at the moment is $20.
Yeah, I know. He said it was like 30 something Australian.
$32, yeah. Yeah, all this shit.
I saw some tops and whatever. I couldn't.
It was all sold out.
Yeah, good on him.
Yeah, it's fucking.
He's just
because
whatever, man.
That's how much. It's crazy because the phones, our phones, $14 to make, bro.
Yeah, $10,
$14.
Yeah, and pay $2,000. I paid $2 for my 14 Pro Max.
Yeah, it's pretty gross though when you see the cobalt mines and shit and.
It's ridiculous
how they source all the materials.
Yeah.
It's fucking. But fuck, I love my S24, bro.
Yeah. Having fun with it.
It's so good, bro.
Good camera.
Good phone. It's fucking good grip when you're fucking masturbating, bro.
I want to get this Olympus.
The fucking with the camera.
Yeah, the little Olympus camera
lens.
At work came in. I'm gonna have to get that so I'm gonna get a tripod for home.
Yeah, sick.
And start doing I want to do some stuff there.
Yeah, bro. Document yourself.
Yeah, we'll do we'll put the green screen up. Can we take the green screen up and then we'll just set some shit up and
it's just there.
All right, cool.
I was actually gonna fucking I took the legs off it because I thought I might bolt it to the ceiling. I thought that would be kind of cool.
Will it work?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because it's already got holes in it. All
right, we can play with it. It's portable, but I want to record some stuff in that living room of mine.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
and do stuff there and spread it out.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put. So with guitars, right, you can get strap locks that automatically lock your strap.
Yeah.
So you just switch out the knobs. When you get something like that, screw it into the ceiling, screw the other attachment to the green screen, and then have it so that I can lock it into the roof or take it off if I want to take it anywhere.
Sounds fun.
Smart. Stuff. Yeah. This isn't thrilling content for podcasting.
Yeah, no, it's good. You're a genius. Yeah, well, no, we work through things. We talk things out.
Bro. This is us. This is what we
can go back and look at it and say, all right,
this is what we do. Yeah. Yeah, bro.
It's good.
Do you like the caravan?
Yeah, I love it. It's fun. I feel comfortable. Yeah,
it's nice. Huh?
Been here a few times.
People seem to be freaked out. I feel like people are freaked out about it for something. I feel like when you're not in here and you kind of hear about, people go straight to their own mind.
Yeah, but you've got the cladding. Everything's done nicely. You've got your guitars.
Yeah, it's fucking dirty at the moment because the little puppy dog likes to shred shit to bits.
She's a bit of a
And in order for me
piranha.
to stop her, in order for me to stop her from shredding all my equipment, I have to give her cardboard.
Yeah, but you've got your desk. You've got your screens. You've got your speakers.
I've got an aircon.
What else? What other equipment do you have here?
I've got like 30 guitars.
Yeah. That's
I've
killer.
got all my speakers. Yeah, I've got my compressor. I've got fucking audio interface.
A lot of it's from pawnbroking.
A lot of it's from cash converters.
Yeah.
A lot of it's
but you like swap meets and you do swap meets and you look for stuff, secondhand shops.
Absolutely,
online shop.
Yeah.
So
guitars
you managed. So all right, you know how you said to me, I need to get this mic, such and such, camera, clamps. What do you do? How do you source your equipment?
At the moment?
Yeah.
Online, Amazon.
Cool.
Whatever's cheapest, man. I just go for the cheapest deal. But that's only with like accessories. With actual equipment, like you can't.
You want to get a bargain, you have to look.
Yeah, but you can't fucking, go for the cheapest.
No, you're looking for brands though. You're not
exactly.
Going
yeah. Because the price does make a difference.
Of course.
Not. It's funny because it's not. Say for example, a microphone. Right. This is a $200 microphone.
Yep.
That one's a $1,200 microphone.
Mm-hmm.
The difference in them is very minimal.
Okay.
Right. But there are microphones out there where the difference lies is when you've got microphones that are $75,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the difference lies. That's the main thing, right? So when you're thinking about microphones and budgeting and shit, and you go for like the AKG C214, which is that one, as opposed to this Rode podcast mic.
Yeah.
Depending on what your application is, you may as well go for the cheaper one because the capsules are.
It won't pick up what you're after.
Well, this is perfect for what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Right. That one's perfect for what we're doing right now, but it's also this one could pick up anything really.
Yep.
I could sure people who are really finessed with their ears and they do this for a living can tell, but everyday consumer
like those studio dynamic headphones that used to come into work. Remember, sometimes you get those ones that were like 700, 800, 900 plus 12, 13, 14, 15 upwards.
Yeah. Again, it's the same thing. Like
that was,
when you're thinking of like say Beats headphones or something Apple $500 headphones, that shit you're paying for the brand.
It's a lot of money still.
It's exactly, but you're paying the quality. You're not getting
headphones.
Not necessarily though, because you can definitely find headphones that aren't branded as Apple that compete.
That's what I'm saying.
Price.
Yeah, so you don't have to buy the brand to get good headphones.
Exactly. Yeah. Unless you want to go to the next level.
Yeah. Which is more studio specific.
Exactly. Yeah. But you're not going to find well-known brands.
So essentially, when we saw the Beats over all the video clips and producers using them in studios, they wouldn't necessarily use those headphones in studios, would they?
No, fuck no. They'd use it for the brand.
So, but then you got like brands like Sennheiser, that are still. Are they still accepted in the industry?
Absolutely, yeah.
As something that like a
absolutely, yeah. But I think they're owned. A lot of those brands are owned by a parent company. Like Zodica, how they own a fuckload of... Yeah, it's kind of similar in the audio industry as well.
Audio.
Yeah, with microphones.
Because I know Harman Kardon own JBL at one point or whatever.
Yeah.
Something like that.
They own AKG, they own fucking everything, bro.
So they're like the parent company. They do that. It's the same thing with like Gucci and stuff. There's a parent company at Louis Vuitton. It's all one guy.
Exactly, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's smart, but it's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, you think you're paying for something better, but you're getting the same shit. Just
you're getting essentially you got to know who's using what parts bin.
Exactly, yeah.
If you know all those sort of little hacks, it helps.
Yeah,
remember
for sure,
with car audio, things were like that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Certain companies.
Yeah, just because something's got a higher price tag doesn't
necessarily certain fundamentals that you need to learn behind something in general, as a generalized, like a subwoofer. Is it dual voice coil?
Exactly.
Is it aluminium cone? Is it a paper cone?
Yeah.
What sort of, you know what I mean? What box does it need to be in? There's so many different variables.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, you just can't let price determine your decisions now.
Yeah, But then, and then understanding, on what limitations things have as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Like equipment. You don't have to buy the best to have good... Like Gene Simmons was talking about when, if you buy a guitar that's expensive, there's no difference to a cheap guitar in terms of learning how to play the instrument.
Exactly, yeah. It doesn't make you any better of a guitarist.
Yeah, people forget that the act is in learning the instrument. They all do the same thing.
Exactly.
But you can have a guitar that has some provenance and some value in it.
Yeah.
It could be worth more now than it was 30 years ago.
Exactly.
So that's a whole different kettle of fish.
And that could purely be based on who played it.
Yeah, and if you played it, it doesn't make you any better than or as good as those people that played it before you anyway.
No, exactly. Yeah.
So you could essentially still pick up a $20, $30, a $200 guitar and learn how to jam on that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I know that I could play the shit out of any guitar and make it sound good, bro.
So
that's how confident I am with my guitar.
Yeah, I know, I've seen you play, man.
But there's some people who have, $3,000 guitars and, I do, yeah.
I can buy and sell guitars, I'm good at that.
Fuck yeah. So
I can scrutiny guitars.
I'm good at buying guitars. I struggle to sell them.
Yeah, I used to sell them.
Most of my guitars came through cashies.
Yeah. But remember that Sunburst thing with the mahogany, with that box, and it smelled like mahogany? Oh, remember I bought one, I bought it for like $750, sold it for close to $22.90 or something.
Yeah.
We made remember we used to confidence in buying the item and knowing, all right, that's that. Yeah. Did the research on the serial numbers.
Yeah.
Smelt the part. Remember how?
Yeah.
Things like that,
Yeah, there was a lot of. I remember once we had a fake Gibson come through.
Fake Steve Vai as well with a handle. We had one.
Steve Vai, yeah.
We had one of those.
Yeah, the Gibson it was a Chips, and fuck, they're so good, man. Like, they look identical. You really have to know what you're looking for.
Yep.
I think Aaron bought it, or Slade, one of those guys. Paid $300 for it. Got written off. I paid $50 for it myself. Then I folded off to another cashies for $1,000.
I love when things go through the crap. That's fun.
That's good, man.
Stuff it. Anyway,
fuck them, bro. They do that shit to people.
Yeah,
they fuck people over. Just for the sake of fucking.
What's with Steve-O and the wrestling figures?
Bro, Steve-O, let's cut to Steve-O. Steve-O's got us another item.
All right, cool.
And then we'll be back and we'll talk about the item, yeah?
All right, sweet.
And it's a new segment
one of the items.
Yeah, the item that Steve-O's going to talk about.
That's something that
comes
through,
yeah. Yeah, this will be a segment. We'll I think we'll do this every week.
Yeah,
we'll have a Steve-O segment.
Yeah, there's always something Steve-O's up to.
Yeah. All right, Steve-O, take it away.
Done.
All right, mate, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look over here. These, let me see if I can focus for you. DC Multiverse figurines, man. Look at this guy. Lex Luthor power suit, available for sale. Mate, by the time you guys see this video, these things will already be on the Facebook Marketplace, eBay, maybe eBay, we'll see. If someone wants to buy it off eBay, they want to, one of them on eBay or whatever. What are the prices here? What's this one? What's this Lex going for? 49 Australian dollars. Plus shipping at your own cost, for example, just for him. Alright, put him aside. He's going to go in the shop at the Den Collection. I'll give you more details about the Den Collection, the address, everything like that.
Alright, Steve-O, thanks for that, bro.
Well done, Steve-O, once again.
What are the items
sponsored by Luminex Neon.
Yeah, bro, luminexneon.com.au.
So what are you holding
WWE
there?
Championship showdown figurines, man. These are dope.
Why are you showing this? Is it because you're a fan of the
I'm a massive fan of wrestling. I used to be a huge fan, not so much anymore. There's a lot of fucking shit going on in the WWE at the moment, which we can get into soon. And I also love collectibles, man. And obviously Steve Austin and Mankind are probably the most legendary wrestlers to ever exist in the industry.
Steve-O's selling it at the Den
Steve-O's
Collection.
trying to sell it at the Den Collection in Beaconsfield. So if you want to go check that out, go there. Do you know what the price is? Is this priced?
I don't know.
This was $29.99.
Probably ended up being about $49, $59.
Yeah, I reckon $50. This is a pretty fucking decent steal.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Den, Beaconsfield. I'll leave the link in the description.
And you can just go pick it up and just buy it yourself. And I don't know if we're going to do
fully
shipping. If you want
right?
shipping, and you're going to have to pay extra for shipping or something like that. I think
we'll work it out, right?
Anyway, but it will be there on location, and you can just go in, walk in, ask for the Den Collection, and then they'll either grab it, tell them what item you want, and then
this isn't the only one he's got as well. He's got other wrestlers.
Stuff, heaps of stuff. Pops, vinyl pops.
Yeah, bro.
What else is it? Collectibles, books, DVDs, CDs, everything. Like
everything you could ever ask for.
Heaps of, and in the whole complex as well. Like it's awesome.
It's pretty good shit, man. I'll show that in this camera again, bro. It's just that.
So he's always doing stuff.
It's good shit, bro. Anyway, WWE, bro, they've got a whole bunch of shit going on. Have you heard about it?
No, tell me.
Vince McMahon, he's been...
oh, yeah, he's the dude.
He's the owner.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy is the owner of the biggest circus in the world, and people are shocked that he was sex trafficking and...
Fuck.
Oh, I don't think sex trafficking. He was fucking blackmailing women into having sex with people for his financial gain.
That's trafficking to some point.
It's trafficking, yeah. It's essentially trafficking. Well, especially because they're fucking moving around. One of the things, though, Brock Lesnar's been tied in with that as well.
Right.
You know Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, the big guy.
Yeah.
With the sword.
He's been completely wiped from the history of WWE because recently when in order for him to get back...
big.
It's huge, bro. And you haven't heard about
His
it.
legacy. No, I don't know any. I don't.
Exactly.
It's not my forte.
That's what I was like. How fucked is that? How big is that? And nobody knows.
Yeah. Okay. Because they got suppression on it.
Yeah, because it's Vince McMahon and he's friends with the Clintons.
Well, it doesn't come onto my
right?
algorithm. It doesn't,
yeah. But yeah, so he was. Yeah, he would only come back to the business if he had sex with a girl, with a certain worker there, and Vince McMahon made it happen. And now all those text messages were leaked, and now he's been erased.
Oh well, so
erased.
Right. All that man. He had a legacy or whatever, and then
absolutely, yeah, it's pretty full on.
Didn't he go in the UFC?
He was a UFC as well. Yeah, he was a fucking badass there.
Big unit.
Yeah.
Well, you make your bed, you lie in it.
It's pretty full on, yeah. Yeah, I
mean
that's
a shame. You know what I mean? Like the guy.
He's talented. He's
fucking hell,
guy.
you know. You just go out like a sucker.
Yeah. And so it's crazy. I mean, people with that kind of money and shit, you have to expect it sometimes. I think it's unfair to say that, but it's
sad, man, because you got the world at your feet. People have.
It's almost like the lines of reality and morality are blurred so much when you've got that much money.
Real human people, real people out there in society have it. It's hard to navigate through life on its own, and then you know what I mean. He's people that have made it of some sort of privilege. You made it, you deserve it, yeah.
Absolutely.
But then to abuse your position against others, that's unfair.
It is, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and then you got the regular everyone else Monday to Friday going working. You know what I mean? Doing struggling and trying to make it.
Yeah.
You know, they haven't got to that point or whatever. You know, each to their own. And then it's a letdown because there'll be kids.
It is, yeah. People look up to it.
You know, there's so many things, so many elements to it when you start diving into that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, he's let down so many kids, man, that would have idolized because that's who
let
the
me
market
down,
is.
bro. Fucking, I love Brock Lesnar.
That's who the market is. Kids growing up, jumping onto their mattresses, jumping off the shelf or something. You know what I mean? Off their bunk bed and pretending they are these guys.
Yeah.
I never not watched it. So I watched all these. Like I remember watching wrestling. It was part of mainstream back in the 80s and early 90s, more so.
Yeah.
And people that you look up to, and names of that. Like for me, it was a vague thing. It wasn't something that I really got into in terms of wrestling.
Yeah.
I always knew. I understood that it's a physicality behind it. You have to be muscular. You have to be talented to be acrobatic and whatever, and takes skill.
It does,
and it deserves, you know what I mean. Such a
praise,
acknowledgement.
Exactly, yeah.
I
heard a story yesterday. Actually, I think I was scrolling on TikTok, and it's about a young boy who was obsessed with WWE. 12-year-old kid in the US, and one day, family friend asked his mum if she could babysit their daughter, 8-year-old daughter or whatever, and she said yes. Anyway, they were, kids were downstairs watching TV, and mum went upstairs to have a nap, whatnot. And this kid was so obsessed with WWE that he decided, let's wrestle with this little kid. And then 45 minutes in, the mum heard screaming and shit, and she's like, shut up, just keep it down, I'm trying to sleep, whatever. Went back to sleep, and then a few minutes later, the boy walked in and said, the girl, she's not responding, she's on the floor like there's pain. And she's like, what the fuck? She came down, the girl was dead. And this kid had just done all these wrestling moves on her, on this little girl, and killed her.
Sister or?
No, just a family friend.
Family friend, okay.
And then the autopsy showed that she had cracked ribs, cracked skull, broken bones.
What?
And it was so bad that they had to deem it as a murder.
Yep.
And
unintentionally, though.
No. In this state that they were in, they had to charge this kid as an adult.
Right. Wow.
He got life prison.
Sugar.
Then when he turned 18, the judge overturned the decision. So he had, so first they offered him a plea deal, and his mum said no because she's like, there's no trial's gonna fucking charge this kid for murder. So they went to trial. I found him guilty, so he got life prison. 18, turned 18. They came back with another plea deal. This time he took it. Went out, year house arrest, 10 years parole. He took it. A year later, he was playing games with his friends, and a pizza delivery guy came to the door. This guy opened the door, pulled out a gun, and shot the guy.
Ah, poor pizza guy, man.
Yeah. And then he went
Was
back
it
to prison.
Domino's?
It was Domino's, yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, Domino's. I don't think he killed him. I think he pulled the gun out, tried to rob him. And the guy went back to Domino's, rang the cops, and then... Yeah, this kid's ended up in jail. Like, how fucked does that mean? You wonder if that's a result of him being in prison, incarcerated.
Who knows, man, how people think.
Or if that was just, yeah.
Who knows? It could have been a side effect of being incarcerated or whatever, frustrated.
It probably was, man.
Probably had a mental issue.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Had to do, he had that, inflicted that trauma onto the girl and essentially killed her, whether it's intentional or unintentional.
Yeah, well, you got to think it's like he obviously didn't intend to kill her. I mean,
no, but maybe when you look at unintentional, it's a fine line of abusing your strengths.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's 12. He
12, but you're still not completely unaware of what your surroundings, man.
You're not. No,
there's got to be some level of intuition.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Or maybe trialed as an adult, not so much.
Yeah.
But. You have, at the age of 6, I was changing my sister's nappies, essentially, helping mum and dad, babysitting. As we grew up, when you're older, you have sibling, whether it's rivalry, but I was a mean brother, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, I know as a brother growing up, I had a responsibility to look after my sister, to take her, pick her up, escort her keep her safe on the way home from school. Take her to school. You know what I mean?
Were you born here?
No, overseas.
Where were you born?
In Macedonia.
Macedonia. How long were you there for?
Till I was about 5, I think. Turned 5 here in Australia. So essentially lived here all my life.
Yeah.
You walk yourself home to and from school.
Yeah.
Mum and dad are at work. And you're responsible for your sibling. Yeah. And then being a 12-year-old doing UFC moves or wrestling moves on someone smaller than you.
Yeah.
Even then, in the playground.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where you fit, how you fit.
Absolutely, yeah.
Within playground, you either get bashed. You don't want to be the bully. You never intend to be a bully to someone.
Yeah.
But you got to defend yourself in the playground. You know how to exercise a certain level. Of self-defense, restraint.
Yep.
There's always got to be restraint. Anyway.
Were you bullied in school?
Yeah, man. Everyone got bullied in school.
Yeah, I was bullied once and then never again.
Yeah, I got bullied. A lot, off and on.
Yeah, I can see why.
Yeah. No, it makes you who you are.
Absolutely, man.
Fucking oath.
Bullies
get dealt with.
It's a requirement in order for you to be a good person.
I think I've had people think, playground scenarios. I think everyone, even myself, I've been bullied, right? But I think in other people's perceptions, I may have been the bully as well, but not like out of a whole. Like I'm not a mean person.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I know a kid.
I've definitely
on
been
Facebook
perceived as a
while back.
bully.
This guy came back and saying, "I remember you put me in the bin or something at school." Never would have. I don't know. I can't even recall. Maybe there was an experience that maybe I was around or whatever.
Yeah.
But that all comes back, you know.
Yeah. I never put anyone in bins, but
but everyone was at each other at school growing up.
Well, especially back
whether
then,
it's in the neighborhood, amongst your own
90s
mates.
and shit. Yeah.
Huh?
In the 90s and shit. Yeah, it was so much worse back
80s, 90s. I remember streets, kids. Everyone played outside.
Yeah.
And being out on the streets in the 80s and 90s, early 80s, seeing Australia, Kingswoods, stubbies, BR, six packs, people coming around with. I'm like, why are these people going over to their friend's house carrying a slab? We don't do that in our culture. We don't carry. You don't bring a slab.
No.
You bring a salad, or maybe I don't know, a bottle of water. I don't know. Like we do. We more traditionally. You don't bring stuff when you get invited somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
The host has everything provided.
Yeah.
But the culture of bringing things with you, not coming empty-handed, is also favourable. You know, you bring chocolates and whatever because the host is there to provide everything.
Yeah. Okay.
But you don't bring your own beer to drink at your mate's house.
Yeah. Right.
No.
Yeah. Right.
Your mate has, you know.
Is that just an Aussie thing, or is it?
I don't know, but like seeing a dude in the 80s, so I'll paint the picture, coming out of his Kingswood or his Tirana, rocking up with fucking AFL shorts, which I'm wearing, carrying a slab with a mullet.
Yeah.
Walking to his
with a ciggy in his mouth.
Ciggies, Winnies in the shoulder. No.
You don't see that anymore.
No, but then now looking back at it, it's good. It's courtesy, man.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Yeah.
But, you know, like there's that thing, you know, there's that balance of the ethnic. See, I think over the last 20, 30 years, we've learned we get each other now, ethnically and
culturally.
Culturally, you know, the Aussie and the ethnic thing that has fused.
Yeah.
So now, you know, even us ethnics, we're bringing salads to each other's functions and stuff like that. Now, everything gets put together it's good. Yeah, it's cohesive society we've got.
So don't get mad next time if your ethnic friend doesn't bring anything. It's just his culture, bro.
Yeah, but now we do. Like I'll bring a salad to an ethnic.
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
I'm not gonna bring the whole meal. That's disrespectful because you know the host puts everything on essentially.
Yeah.
You know, you might bring the host a bottle of scotch or a bottle of wine. Yeah. Depending on the occasion, you bring yourself a salad. Bring a salad with you. I think that's where it's at.
Yeah,
that's the middle.
Yeah.
You know, you don't bring your own drink to drink.
No.
You have to. Yeah, if you're drinking, you're gonna bring your bottle of wine and share it.
Yeah. No, I don't share.
So you got to balance all that shit.
Yeah. So if you bring wine, you have to share it. If you bring beer,
why not?
You don't have
unless
to.
it's for the host. You don't bring your own wine and not share it and drink it for yourself.
Why not?
It's just rude.
Fuck.
I think that's.
Does that make me rude?
Share it. Share it on the table. We bring. I don't know.
I don't like sharing my wine. I love wine.
I love wine too.
Wine is a shit. Yeah, red wine's a shit.
I did merchandising for a wine, like a company.
Really?
Yeah, for Dan Murphy's and stuff.
Oh, true. Yeah.
And people, what wine do you recommend? I didn't know anything, but I read the labels.
Yeah.
That's all I did was, and then sometimes the wine companies would send out their own reps and serve samples, but I represented a company where I was just merchandising, facing their range of bottles and putting them in like organza bags and tying them up and promoting that particular brand. That I'd come ask me, do you recommend a white or a red? What do you recommend? And I'd always direct them to the wines that I'd be there for.
Yeah.
And whatever. It was just fun, and even the people behind the counter are like, "Oh, you know so much about wine." I go, "Nothing about wine. I'm reading labels, man. I'm reading what a Merlot gets paired with, what the wine manufacturer is recommending. It's there in front of you.
Yeah.
Read the label."
Yeah, that's funny as fuck.
Anyway,
how dodgy is wine? Right, get this right. So the worst thing to do at a restaurant is to ask what wine they recommend.
Why?
Because.
So
with beer, for example, or scotch or tequila or something like that, they can't raise the prices because it's kind of standard what a pint of beer costs around pubs and shit, yeah. But with wine, you can slap a label on there, say that it was fucking grown from a vineyard somewhere, 30 years old, and you can jack the price up to whatever.
So there's no regulating.
There's no standard.
Yeah,
that's why in a restaurant,
so
they've got a separate fucking wine list, right? Or the drinks list, and it's always wine at the front.
Yeah.
The drinks are always at the cold drinks, beers are always on the last page. There's always only one wine list.
Yeah.
Right? So that if one person buys it, they're going to have to buy a bottle to share.
A whole bottle, yeah.
If you ask the person what they recommend, they know exactly what they fucking recommend. They're going to recommend the best one that they've got.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that it's
not the best.
Yeah. They know what profit margins are
of course.
Best. Yeah, so that's something that Coles and Woolies have been called out now as well, because that's what they're doing with their wine. Is that they're now branding them, making brands with French names.
Yep. and
giving
coming
them
off of
a
something
nice
else. So
name. And it's
essentially,
coming
you're
off of
telling me
something
I can't sell a slab of beer for $1,000?
Yeah, I'm sure you could, yeah.
We could, but that's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Yeah, all right.
But you couldn't sell a slab of Bud Light for $1,000.
Unless you remarketed it somehow.
How the fuck are you going to do that?
I don't know. Limit it to amount of units, limited edition, something.
So you'd have to rebrand it though.
Maybe keep the same brand and
you couldn't just
get influencers.
You couldn't just get your standard Bud Light slab and sell that for $1,000.
Oh, maybe not.
No.
Maybe obviously you got certain limitations.
Exactly, yeah. And like the thing
But
is, well, with
you're
beer,
saying that these people are rebranding stuff, so then we can use the same strategies that they adopt.
But like in order to get a beer into a pub,
yeah,
is difficult compared to getting wine into a pub. Because they've only got a certain amount of taps that they can provide. They've only got a certain amount of room that they can store this beer.
Yep.
So
then
actually,
you break that down. All right, let's look at a high-end bottle, a high-end beer. Where are the high-end venues? Let's Crown. Where's someone most likely to spend $500 a shot?
Yeah.
Why is this? How can we justify charging $300 a glass of beer? So you have to rethink the whole process.
Absolutely, yeah.
We can break that down.
Yeah,
So
I'm sure it
what's
can be done.
different?
It can definitely
Are
be
we
done
using
with
truffle?
beer.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can get into so many different things. You can. There's no
Yeah,
limit. But
That's
I know
right,
they're capitalizing.
Same
the
as
wine
whiskey. It's
industry.
easy to do that with whiskey as well.
Yeah. Why not with beer? Maybe something that's untapped.
It's hard with Australia
Not
as well because
necessarily.
Aussies have
Fuck,
their
everyone loves beer,
preference,
bro.
and they've got their fucking preference of beer.
Yeah, there is. But then fuck
Beer
preferences
drinkers as well.
Man, I have my preferences change all the time with beer, and I love different types of beer, and I'll explore options.
I don't like beer.
One thing I can't stand is that domestic beer is more expensive than imported stuff.
Yeah.
I don't need to fly to Thailand to get awesome beer, so I can get Tiger beer and stuff that you drink in Thailand and whatever, Singer, and people like it. They remember drinking when they were overseas, and get that at Aldi.
Yeah.
There's yellow cans that I like drinking. That's essentially that shit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It probably is the same.
For like $15 for 12.
Yeah, okay.
I enjoy that when I'm on the lawns.
Yeah, fuck.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why would I spend $60, $70 on Aussie? It doesn't, even support the market, but not at my expense.
No, yeah.
So I'm creative when I buy my beer. I can fill my fridge with 3-4 different types of beer, and I know what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like having an assortment.
Fuck yeah.
Without spending $70 on a Crown.
Yeah.
Or even though let's say I love a Crownie, I love VB, I love what we've got here in Australia, different types.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But why wouldn't I spend? If Heineken's $55, I can get. You look at all those brands, Asahi, Heineken. They seem premium, but they're cheaper than domestic beers.
Yeah.
Cheaper than a slab of VB Stubbies.
Yeah.
That's $70, 70 something plus for a slab of. And you tell me they can't increase prices on and add extra tax? They're doing it.
Do you reckon that's a result? Do you reckon that's Coles and Woolies pushing that?
Probably.
Yeah.
And the brands here, and then they know that they've got some sort of loyalty as a demographic that will just stick to Aussie stuff, which is fine by me. But I'm buying
price gouging.
But then the breweries here, it's under license for Heineken, and a lot of the breweries here are pouring, filling these bottles and selling them. But a lot of it's coming imported. You know what I mean? It's cheaper to buy an imported Heineken than it is to buy an Australian licensed Heineken.
Fuck, that's insane.
If you look.
Yeah. Google it.
Yeah. Google it. Fucking know. The imported stuff's cheaper. Anyway.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Which is weird because sometimes it's the other way around, eh?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. It's bizarre, man. Fucking price gouging.
Yeah, and then there's another thing called shrinkflation that people are talking about.
Shrinkflation.
Things are getting smaller. Your burgers are getting smaller.
Yeah,
chips but you're paying more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Smaller wing, smaller. Even the chickens at Coles, the chooks, they're smaller. They're solid, little suckers. They're nice and juicy. I call it chicken in a sauna. Even they're smaller, man. You've seen,
They are, yeah.
they're like a,
Fucking bought KFC yesterday, right? I bought some of the hot crispy pieces.
Oh, I'm going.
Right, I swear to God, I thought they gave me popcorn chicken. That's how small they were.
We did KFC the other day. Let's do another fucking round of KFC and record and get Steve to do a fucking
fucking we'll get Steve
a
to do a review
on KFC, mate. Like that kid, that Lebo kid. Oh my,
yeah. Fuck, bro, isn't that your son?
No, that big boy, no.
Fuck, bro. I reckon.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Do
we have a? Do you want to talk about other shit?
Yeah, bro.
Do you want to have a break? Do you want to go get something to eat and come back?
Let's go for another 10 minutes, I reckon.
Another 10 minutes. Let's get a feed. Let's eat.
Yeah, bro.
How's that? Like, what are we eating? Are we?
Let's discuss about it now.
What should? Tell us what we should eat for lunch. Put it in the comments. I don't know. Do something.
Do something.
Respond to what we're doing here. Give us some feedback. You know what I mean?
Even if you fucking hate us.
Even if you hate us.
Grill us, bro. Roast me, bro. Fucking roast us.
Roast these sunnies. If you want me to change sunnies, I can change sunnies. Do whatever. Communicate. We need some engagement.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? We can't just play with ourselves.
I just before, like, I know that I'm fat. Okay.
All right.
I know that I'm fat.
It wasn't obvious to me. Maybe I'm conditioned.
I've tried to get all this fucking roasting shit before, and people just go for the fat. It's like,
and I'm buff.
I've heard that before.
Steve-O's buff.
Steve-O's awesome.
Yeah, exercise.
Yeah, fuck. All I get is like fat puns. I've heard them all.
Yeah, people do that to you.
Yeah. I don't care. Like, it doesn't hurt my feelings, but it's like, fuck, man. Let's be creative.
Yeah, mate. Get something.
Creative,
make another
bro.
observation.
Come on.
Tell us if you think we're on the right track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's be creative with your responses or your engagement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think like that.
And
don't be negative in your.
Yeah.
You like that backlash, don't you? All right, be fucking mean, but I think something positive. You think positive things come out of negative things?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Is that something that you're trying to channel?
Yeah. Like, from what I've noticed is every time some people say negative shit, people engage with it and tell them to fuck off. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's good shit.
Yeah, I
find it amusing myself.
With socials, we've all encountered negativity.
Yeah.
One way or another, be either positive or negative. It's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I had a video go viral. How
many did you get?
3.1 million views.
That's epic.
Yeah, there was a lot of roast on there.
Yeah,
a lot of people loved it, but fuck, it's so funny, man.
People's opinions. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one.
Yeah, exactly. And if you don't have one,
you're an asshole.
You're probably dead. Yeah, you are.
If you don't have an opinion, get one. Find something to stand by.
Yeah, and don't get offended by other people's opinions as well.
Yeah, but even though people's opinions can be offensive, though, maybe that was the intent.
Yeah, but just
offending people.
If you're getting offended,
we all respond one way or another. You can't help your responses sometimes.
You can't. No, you can't.
But I think maybe that's the trick is manage your response.
Yeah,
accordingly.
manage it. Yeah.
Control it,
bro.
Good lessons we're dropping here.
Yeah, bro. This is life lessons 101.
Sick lessons, bro.
With the Mexidonians.
With the Mexidonians, man.
Which I'm not Mexican, by the way.
You're not Mexican, you're Chilean.
I'm Chilean, but everyone calls me Mexican, so.
Yeah. I used to call you Mexican Jesus.
Yeah.
Remember a lot of things I used to drop?
You used to say a lot of things.
Jesus. Jesus.
Hola,
señor.
Hola, señor. Okay, man.
Okay, man. You got a problem, man?
You got a problem.
Hey, don't fuck around, man.
Yeah.
Hurry up, man. Fucking clean the shit.
Fuck, bro. Cleaning stock was the worst shit.
Yeah, I know. It was a shit job.
Fucking hate it.
But sometimes it would have been therapy. You learn a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
In the grit.
Absolutely, yeah.
Olga. She was the one before you. Did you ever meet Olga? She was
I met her once.
Polish, ultra racist Polish woman.
Yeah.
No, she wasn't Polish. She was Czech. They call her Polish. Czech Republic. Czech Republic. Yeah, she was small. She looked like, she was a very opinionated lady.
Yeah.
She had a philosophy. That era, that generation of Slavic.
Yeah.
She was epic in the cleaning room.
Fuck yeah.
Shrink wrapping shit. Olga, shrink wrap this.
Do you have a number, bro? Should get her on the podcast.
Yeah, she had interesting perspectives. Yeah, I could probably reach out to her.
Yeah, bro, I want to get people who have interesting perspectives on this podcast.
My mother-in-law would be... remember we spoke about this, like getting her perspectives. She can tell you about how Australia was back in the day.
True. Yeah.
You know what I mean? She came here migrated to Australia as a young girl, as a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, okay,
In the 50s or 60s.
Yeah, right.
Before Australia really had fucking anything like roads, proper infrastructure, even loaves of bread weren't the way they are now. We got ciabatta now. But what you'd be amazed to understand what things were like back then from someone that was around. That came here from that third perspective.
So,
and watching
my mother as well would be one. My mum as well.
Your mum's an educator, isn't she?
Yeah, she's an educator.
Yeah, she's an educator. My wife's an educator.
Yeah, my mum came from a civil war communist country.
Yeah,
and fled there to here.
Yeah, we didn't have civil war in our socialist communist country that we came out of.
No.
Thanks. No. So Chile had civil war.
Yeah.
Were they closely related to the Cuban Revolution at all? I
don't think so.
With anything like that? I have to look back on the Che Guevara.
Yeah, no, Chile, there was Pinochet, Chile.
Pinochet.
He's the one that, overtook Allende. Allende, I think his name was.
Was he...
This motherfucker rocked up to the Parliament House in a tank, bro.
Was he like...
What a G.
Okay, so was he favoured by the people, or did your mum have to flee?
He was anti-communist.
Okay.
Yeah. So the story behind my mum and that is fucking fascinating.
Okay.
They were living in a communist country and they did not want to be communists at all.
Okay.
So when Allende got elected, he changed it, communist, so that they all had to have IDs and shit, and in order to buy your rice.
Like what we've got here.
What we're heading to, we had to buy.
We've already got IDs. We've already had IDs.
Yeah, but like I'm talking like, in order to get a fucking kilo of rice, you had to show your ID. If you didn't have your ID,
there was rationing too. We had rationing.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. And my mum's family, my grandparents refused to do that. And they were extradited. People would help. Every night they would have people riding outside their window, saying, fucking leave all the communists and shit.
To your family?
To my family. And every night my grandparents would tell my mum, good night, we love you. If anything happens, you fucking run at the back door. And they used to have massive fields at the back. You run as fast as you can to your grandma's house. Every night. That was for years, bro. She was like 10, 9,
told
10.
to run.
Told to run if anything happens.
Yeah.
My granddad had it rigged up so that if they were if people did break and were violent, he had it rigged up so that the whole neighborhood would fucking burn down in flames.
That's it.
Yeah. My granddad was a fucking smart motherfucker. And then when Pinochet, this is also tells you the character of my granddad. When Pinochet took over eventually, when he, got rid of the communists, the streets were flooded with army, especially down my mum's street. They blocked it all. There was tanks everywhere, and they were going house to house finding people who had guns, and they knew everyone who was a communist and everyone who wasn't, and they knew that my granddad wasn't. And so when they found out, everyone in the neighborhood went to my granddad and asked if he could take their guns, and he said yes. And he took everyone's fucking, we're talking hundreds of guns, put them out in his septic tank out the back and buried them to help the neighborhood.
So
despite the fact that these people were ridiculing him because he wasn't a communist, were trying to fucking kick him out of shit. And as soon as
the guns were effectively taken from the neighborhood.
Yeah, because they were all people trying to fight back Pinochet. And so once Pinochet had won, he was like, right, we need to make sure that,
there's a lot to unpack there.
There's a lot, yeah. It'd be good to get my mum to explain it because it's pretty fascinating. A lot of good stories there and shit.
See, I've seen it from a perspective the socialism that we came from was different.
Yeah.
And everyone's got a different perspective because you're on the right side of it or the other side of it.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know what I mean? So there was citizens, wherever you go, whichever country you're in, affected differently. So within the same family, one could be a socialist or a communist and the other one could not be.
Yeah.
And then there's someone might be more religious, so that these same family members are more focused on the church. Yeah. So there's all those sort of scenarios.
Yeah.
We haven't experienced that here in Australia.
No.
Yeah.
No, people think we do. People think we have, but we haven't experienced.
But we know we've got the
there's
structures there.
There's definitely been, things that have fuck, this is definitely borderline. But to experience an actual communist country, you'll fucking know when you're experiencing that, I think.
Yeah, there's different levels to it too. There's different variations
Absolutely,
of it. There's Russia, you've got the South American countries that had communism, you had Eastern European countries that have variation. Some saw success, some others saw failure.
Then you have fucking Libya with Gaddafi,
who
was classed as a communist country.
Yeah.
But he was the shit, bro.
He was the shit, and that's
He
why
was
people
all
like
for
Tito
he was
were-
all for the people.
Yeah, there was the era of 70s and 80s where those people were walking amongst us. They're gone now.
Yeah, he was definitely one all for, and the U.S. government hated it. Have you ever seen the video of him getting caught, of them catching him?
I can't recall.
It's pretty fucked up.
It's very similar to the Saddam Hussein scenario, isn't it?
How so?
In terms of like there's footage of both of them being captured.
Yeah.
So there's not Osama bin Laden. They don't have that, do they?
I think there's footage somewhere of it. Of the body cams that they had.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if it's been leaked or not. I don't know.
All
There's
right.
definitely footage of it. But I know that Gaddafi, when you can see the look on his face when he realised he was
It's
fucked.
at the end.
And they got a massive fucking machete knife and just shoved it up his asshole. So they killed him.
He was doing other stuff, man. He was doing important stuff too.
Yeah, man.
They
had free everything.
So that remember this we experienced the supercar scare they call it, when the oil was turned off.
Yeah,
it was him and other people as well that's a whole historical thing.
Yeah.
We experienced that where people then essentially forced Americans and Australians to get smaller cars.
Yeah,
to start looking at alternatives to the big Yank tanks and the big Aussie cars that's how Japanese cars became popular. Fuel efficiency.
Yeah.
He created that. That's all. There's a whole thing there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's pretty fascinating, man.
The fuel and currencies involved.
Yeah, it's crazy. Have you seen what's happening in El Salvador?
With what is their rights and stuff like that?
The new president.
No.
So they just elected a new. I don't know if I think it's president. He won with like an 85% landslide. He's now taken El Salvador from being the worst criminal country in the world to now being the country that has the most incarcerations in the world. So he's built a prison 17 football fields big, fits 40,000 prisoners, and he's gone and he's wiped the streets of all MS-13, all gang members, chucked them in jail.
Wow, that's epic.
And he's completely fucking turned it around.
Clean the streets up.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's a lot
possible,
of collateral there though, a lot of collateral damage.
In terms
because
of...
unfortunately, let's say your brother was MS-13, you just happened to be at home with him, and you had nothing to do with it.
Oh, so
if they came in and found you with him, they'd take you. You're going to jail as well. It was brutal, and that's the other side of when you're going. The other side of it is that you have to understand that there's going to be because they don't have time to check. Like when you're dealing with MS-13 and shit, like there's hundreds of thousands. Bro.
What's that? New York have that law where what's that one? The conspiracy.
I'm not sure.
Laws where if you're a part of let's say organized crime family or a group, then everyone comes down with you based on charges by association.
Yeah,
there's a name for it. I forget the name for it.
Everyone's just like the Vlad laws here in Australia.
Which ones are they?
They were designed for the bikie gangs where if you are in a group of 4 or more people that have the same uniform that aren't at work, then you get charged.
Okay.
That was just stop.
Isn't that a level of communism?
It is, absolutely.
Socialistic
absolutely, but they're using bikies as a cover up because then they can charge bikie members.
How about groups like bike organizations? Because there's clubs out there that aren't 1% clubs.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then they're also bleeding in, and then there's that level of affiliation that they want a separation in. It's all structured. It's all smart.
Yeah.
Remember keeping that levels, you know what I mean, separate. It doesn't enhance any power, or, you know what I mean, doesn't encourage any sort of community building in a sense.
No.
Between those two levels, because you got your motorcycle clubs, the traditional one, then you got your outlaw clubs. They're two different, distinct things, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And then those joining together, they eventually cross over.
Yeah.
That's how people can, you know what I mean, form.
Form
in a common idea or a bond.
That was how bikie gangs were formed in the first place. Similarly was, I think Hell's Angels were all ex-veterans.
Yeah.
They just banded together.
Purpose.
Yeah. And then from there it's exploded.
There's effort to stop those sort of common purposes from
there is,
happening.
Yeah.
You know.
But I mean, what do you expect is going to happen when you fuck over the people that fought for your country?
Yeah.
For no purpose.
I know. Not honouring those people.
Yeah, not honouring. Yeah.
And things come out of that.
And fucking lying to people about why they're fighting.
It's amazing how now people are becoming more woke or awake. Like they know what talking about him being so awake now to the government and like fucking took you a while.
It's funny, yeah.
In general, like no matter where you come from, all together as a society, it's like fucking society versus the government, really.
Yeah.
It's sad to say. It's unfortunate because we thought we were relying on them, and you're
supposed to be. They're supposed to serve the people, but they don't.
And then, we vote for them, and donkeys, bro, donkeys everywhere, man.
Yeah, man.
For me.
Yeah.
Don't tell me how to vote. Don't tell me who to vote for. None of yous. I don't want to vote for you.
I don't want to
be
on a side.
I come. I have to sign my name off and take time out of my day. I could be mowing lawns.
Yeah, fuck.
Why? Well, you're going to put yourselves in position anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Amongst yourselves, your buddies, with, God knows what. I'm skeptical.
Yeah, and so you should be.
Yeah, I'm skeptical to what goes on behind the scenes, man. That we don't.
I hate how it's like, you're either Liberal or Labor.
I'm neither, man.
Fucking does my head in. Neither am I.
Like
it does my head in. It's like I want to be.
Like
I want to back a person.
It's like
I don't
a sports team.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm backing a sports team, and they've got new candidates all the time. Different mug, same moron. They're all morons at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't blame intelligent people for not getting into politics. I don't know people like that.
Yeah.
Intelligent, smart, gifted people not getting into politics.
Yeah. I know lots of people like that as well.
You know?
So it's harder now. Like I've never been into politics, but now it's like
you can't. It's in your face. You have to be in politics.
If you want to be on social media,
talking about it, consuming it. I consume it for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, so do I.
Politics.
Yeah.
I know my son. He's only 15, 16. He likes watching American.
Yeah.
Circus.
Yeah. I'm a big
We've
fan
got our own circus here. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of RFK.
Yeah, he's nice. Yeah. He's kind.
He's kind.
Yeah.
Nice guy, kind of a bloke.
Yeah, imagine what he's seen over his life, his family legacy.
Yeah, right. Well, fucking 2 of his family members were assassinated.
Can't put your mind around it. And to still be walking amongst us and sharing what he's got on his mind and his perspective, it's good, man.
Yeah.
It's necessary.
What's with his voice, though?
He explains it.
Yeah,
I don't want to be the person explaining it. There's a complete explanation. He's had training for it as well. It's gotten better.
Yeah, okay.
There's moments, it fluctuates.
Yeah.
So there's a condition, there's damage there. We all damage our voices, bro.
Yeah. Miley
Cyrus damaged their voice.
Yeah. My voice is fucked as well.
We do, yeah.
Yeah, when you're singing and rapping and talking all day, it's fucking hard.
Yeah, the evolution. My niece, she's...
What's wrong with your niece?
3, my niece.
Oh, your niece.
She's 3 years old and she's changed her voice in the last 3 years. She's got a husky little
She's
child.
A smoker?
She's
a smoker?
No, she's not, but it's from being a child, screaming.
Yeah, yeah.
Expressing herself and yelling in a household. You know how you're just alive?
Yeah.
And her being alive has created damage to her voice.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I can tell the difference.
Jesus.
It's cute.
Yeah.
But then it might change. It might sort of clear up, eventually over the years.
Hopefully.
Or that damage to your vocal cord could stay with you all your life.
Oh, that's deep, bro.
Yeah. But you know about all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've heard artists like Celine Dion and people talking about...
It's pretty crazy when you think about vocal care and shit. Like you think of someone like, let's go, Adele, John Mayer, all these people take so much care of their voice.
They have to.
But they've gone through so much surgery because they damage their vocal cords all the time.
Sam Smith.
Exactly, yeah. But then you think of Bon Jovi, Axl Rose, Freddie Mercury, all these motherfuckers sculling down, Dave Grohl, screaming their lungs out, chugging down,
inflicting trauma
smoking,
on their tool,
chugging down.
I know.
Liters
it's amazing.
Not one single surgery, bro.
They're different, built different, man.
What's the right thing to do now? Do I care for my voice or do I drink fucking whiskey and shit all day? This is the kind of
it's a conundrum, man.
This is the kind of shit that I have
That's
to deal
where we're
with.
at. That's our crossroads. That's
do I become an alcoholic or do I
all ask ourselves in society, man? You see all these things.
Yeah.
Do I,
Yeah, it's like fuck,
Do I
man.
inflict?
Like, what
do I care for myself?
Do I fuck my liver to save my vocal cords?
Yeah. Should I become Russell Simmons and go and, be a yogi?
Exactly, yeah.
Do I go and fucking consume ayahuasca and shit like that?
Yeah, fuck.
Mushrooms, microdosing.
Let's do mushrooms.
Do we inflict trauma on ourselves as well when we know in our right mind that it's wrong?
Yeah.
We push boundaries with our... With what
and it's all, you know what the cop-out excuse is that I'm only human, bro.
I'm only human. I'm just here.
That's why you should fucking stop doing it, because you're only human. You're going to die.
Then life's too short. Just enjoy it.
But it's the longest thing you'll ever do, bro.
Huh?
Life's the longest thing you'll ever do.
I know. It's the most amazing thing.
Exactly. Well, sex is pretty good.
That comes. Life gives you everything. Gives you all these opportunities. They're saying we're in a simulation.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I can feel it. I know when it hurts.
Yeah.
We're here, man.
Yeah,
we're plugged in one way or another.
Yeah.
But it's something. Don't deny it's nothing. It's in our imagination. You're listening to this fucking podcast.
Exactly.
I can tell that I'm here. I can feel what I feel. I know what I know.
But you're still on autonomous mode.
Yeah, there's something automatic.
Yeah.
There's something there.
I was thinking about it the other day. How
amazing.
crazy is it that, like, how fucked up is it that you can sit next to someone and they're having a full conversation in their mind about you?
Yeah.
You don't even know.
Are they in our movie or are we in their movie? You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
Am I in your movie or are you in my movie?
You're in my movie.
Vice versa.
But I'm also in your movie. Bro.
Yeah, true, man. This is my motherfucker.
This is a crossover.
See? Yeah. True. That's life. Life's a movie, man.
How crazy is it that you were born in Macedonia and right now we're here sitting in a caravan?
Where will I rest? That's what sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, I evolved there. I'm ethnically from that region. I was born on that soil.
Yeah.
I come from there. Identify as a Macedonian, despite other people's dismay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's who I am, unarguably. And now I'm here with a Chilean in Australia, a multicultural country.
Yeah.
You know, talking shit on a platform
that is owned by woke as fuck people. It's fucking crazy how we how we ended up here.
Yeah, ended up throughout that time. I remember recording, like I said before, recording my voice on a national fucking boombox.
I wish we were all born with a GPS so that we could see each other's track.
But supposedly through Neuralink, we'll be able to upload our past onto digital data so it can be revisited.
Are you gonna get one?
Am I getting plugged in?
Yeah.
No.
Why? What was that thought process just then? What were you thinking
the thought process is how have I navigated my life? What are my morals and principles up until this point? The choice will come to everyone where it's the choice of whether or not you're plugging in or not. I don't want to lose myself. If I can see a version of it, if I can upload it, maybe upload it without a permanent connection, and I can see and...
That'd be wicked.
That'd be sick without a permanent connection, because it's been said, when that connection is created, Elon said it, the disc at the back of your head, so essentially it's a disc, same as the Matrix.
Yeah, okay.
You're plugged into the back with that disc. It's connected to your cerebral cortex in the back of your head. The disc is going to be there. Whether or not it's going to connect the fusion between man and machine.
Yeah.
Humanoid.
How the fuck did they discover how to do that, bro?
I think it's a synthesis. It's eventual evolution.
What the fuck does that even mean,
science.
Bro? What do you mean, like a synth that I can play?
So you've got organic matter and you've got synthetic matter, which is different matters, different like mechanical. There's materials
that you
Yeah. So, but then even metal is organic. So you know we manifest this matter. We create it. We've got skill sets.
Yeah.
Science, engineering, all these different, whether or not they're fucking magic or voodoo or whatever, who knows? Like, you can delve into that.
How crazy! So that
all
just
these are combined. All these things combined now to that point of eventually singularity.
Fuck. How is it that gorillas are 99% or 98% same DNA makeup as us?
As us,
and in that 2% difference, you've got maths, music, science.
Is it engineered artificially by aliens? Is it something that we've evolved? Is it something from within us? Is it external? That's
Is
the
what?
question.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
That's what people are asking now.
Yeah.
Where of all this?
Yeah.
It's everything. All the truths are there and established.
Yeah.
How do we make sense of all of it?
How do we find it?
And I know where we're going because they've painted the picture. They've said it. By 2030, we're all going to be connected to each other.
You reckon?
Yeah.
That soon?
That's what they're saying. That's the forecast.
6 years. Yeah.
It's already there. It's already laid out. What have they laid out in the last 30, 40, 50, 60 years?
Yeah.
Since World War 1 and 2.
Yeah, true.
Last 100 years. We're 2024, bro.
Oh,
We're
bro, I just
now.
realised
We're
it's
there.
raining, bro.
Is it?
Your box is
Oh,
out
yeah,
there.
my boxes, bro.
Anyway, we'll edit there, bro. We'll come back. That was a good episode. Peace.